I'm Joe. Today, on Next Level Bullshit, it's Open Carry Day. In the latest installment of Crazy People Doing Crazy Things, meet Leonard Embody, a concerned citizen who has been openly demonstrating for his rights for over 4 years all over Tennessee. He's used to getting arrested and people freaking out, and recently more people lost their shit over what this deranged goober did. He was walking around with a bulletproof vest and an assault rifle, not just strolling on his way to 7-Eleven, no. He was walking back and forth across the street from a goddamn high school. Yup, good old Leonard feels so strongly about his Second Amendment rights and the open carry laws in Tennessee that he feels the best way to advocate those rights is to scare the shit out of people by loitering around a high school, prepared for an assault. He's not alone. There's nutjobs doing this all over the country, and in places where people rightfully freak the fuck out. Just a few weeks ago, right here in Arizona, Peter Steinmetz thought it would be a good idea to bring his AR-15 to Starbucks for his sugar-free skinny caramel macchiato frappuccino. After all, when you say that order out loud, you'll need some backup for your man card. But Peter didn't strap on his AR-15 for any old Starbucks. No. He picked the most convenient one possible, at the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, the 8th busiest in the country. Another lunatic going to insane extremes to make the idiotic point that he could carry his rifle to the airport if he wanted to. But poor Peter, not being as well versed in the actual firearm safety as he should be, pointed the rifle at some people when removing it from his shoulder. He was promptly arrested. Now, I'm all for the right to keep and bear arms. As good old Ben Franklin said, never trust a government that doesn't trust its citizens with firearms. I like Ben. He was a bona fide badass. So you damn well bet that he'd walk up to people like Leonard and Peter and bitch slap them in the next county for just not doing it wrong, but being stupid. Open carry nutjobs, you're gonna fuck this up for everyone. Get some goddamn sense and stop. Just stop. You are next level bullshit. Oh, and speaking of disconnected from reality, a recent Pew poll found that the most populous single religious group in the United States believes there's more discrimination against them than any other group, including Muslims, blacks, Hispanics, Jews, atheists, and Justin Bieber fans. 50% of white evangelical Christians believe their group is discriminated against a lot. They felt Protestants of any type were discriminated second most, with blacks and Hispanics in a distant third and fourth in their minds. Yeah, you white evangelicals are so damn persecuted. We got, in God we trust on the money, we got the national prayer breakfast. God bless America ends every presidential speech. So help me God at the end of every oath of office. A congressional chaplain. 10 commandments cropping up in public spaces everywhere. Political pandering to nauseating creationists. And Duck Dynasty clothing. Wow. With all this persecution, how can you possibly get on with your daily lives? Must be so devastating. This is more next level bullshit from people purposely disconnecting themselves from reality. Next, we cover some more disconnected people close to home, in my state, Arizona. I love Arizona, and this makes me sad. In an effort to shut down revenge porn websites, Arizona lawmakers demonstrated their utter lack of, brains? The new law makes it a felony to share images that could be interpreted to maybe contain a little bit of vaguely defined nudity. The law defines nudity as appearance of human anus, genitals, or female breast below a point immediately above the top of the areola, or a state of dress that fails to opaquely cover a human anus, genitals, or female breast below a point immediately above the top of the areola. Apparently these paparazzi photos of Lady Gaga are now illegal in Arizona. Here it is! Come get me! So, you shared the latest photos of Rumor Willis's fashion shoot, which are now all over the internet. You currently risk 3 years in prison and being registered as a sex offender. Oh, and the brainless lawmakers didn't define jurisdiction or malicious intent. So if you're in California and you have a blog that covers fashion and someone in Arizona doesn't like your risky photos, you could be prosecuted. And don't think Arizona isn't crazy enough to try it. Just a few years ago, authorities in Arizona launched a child pornography investigation into Phoenix New Times and its publisher for covering a series of images by Arizona artist Betsy Schneider from her photography exhibit. Some of the images were of her naked infant children. A Phoenix City attorney had threatened to prosecute everyone who had a copy of a newspaper with possessing child pornography. Arizona, this is next level bullshit. Next time you write laws, involve people with brains. Speaking of the need to involve people with brains, remember when American Apparel tweeted the image of the Challenger disaster to celebrate 4th of July? Or when Celeb Boutique noticed Aurora trending on Twitter shortly following the shooting in the Aurora movie theater, and then they tweeted this. And just today, LG poked fun at the new iPhones on Twitter from an iPhone. And the entire internet saw porn on the US Air Twitter feed. We can't show you because the Phoenix police would probably come get me. I guess poor, uninformed millennials are just a product of a failed school system. These stupid 20-somethings are so self-entitled. Mistakes are a product of their pampered existence at the hands of their helicopter parents. So we shouldn't blame the 20-somethings at whatever design shop worked with the Dallas City Tour Company. After all, they came up with a cool tagline. Big things happen here. Yeah, big things like the assassination of JFK. Brilliant! Put it on a bus! And make sure the door handle looks like a shot to the head, too. To be fair, the JFK assassination was a big thing. Imbeciles, you're next level bullshit. Everyone is next level today. And finally, this is what happens when brainless assholes collide. We've got a lot of requests for this one. A YouTube video that went viral over a supposed unconstitutional encounter with a cop. Brainless asshole number 1. Ryan Scott has seen too many YouTube videos of people at traffic checkpoint stops. Brainless asshole number 2. A cop with a temper and fantasies of being a drill sergeant. Asshole number 1 sets off asshole number 2 with, "My being detained?" Brainless asshole number 2, "Give me a 50, maggot!"
Ask you for your driver's license?
You actually didn't ask me for my driver's license, but I'm actually not obligated to provide that if I'm not being detained.
What? You are
Whoa,
obligated.
whoa!
You're obligated. Get out now. Get out now. Driving's a privilege,
Sir.
not a right. I'm telling you to get out right now.
Excuse me, I'm not
We asked for your license and insurance. Yes, you are resisting
I
at
can
this
provide.
point.
No, sir, I
and
can
give us
provide
your
it.
license and insurance,
Absolutely.
like he was asked.
The typical internet outrage ensues as everyone starts hating on the cop. Except, this is Illinois, a state with stop and identify laws, meaning a cop can stop you and ask for ID without probable cause. I hope this scared the shit out of you, Ryan, because it looked like it did. Hopefully next time you come to the fight with better knowledge. Both of you idiots get strong bullshit. Well, that wraps up our 7th episode. If you have an idea for something we should cover, send us a tweet with hashtag NLBS. Or tell us what you think is next level bullshit in your own YouTube video. Or you can just email me at joe@nextlevelbullshit.com. We'll see you next week with another episode. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, and watch all our shows on nextlevelbullshit.com. Until then, be careful out there. It's open season on bullshit. I'm getting some hate from some people.